What are the best Pokemon products to pick up in 2024? That is one thing I do a lot on this channel, is talk to you guys about different products that can be good to pick up. Still products, of course, for your collections or if you want to invest in certain products. Now, personally, I have, favorites over others. I prefer to go for booster boxes than I would ETBs, but then I wouldn't bother with a lot of the collection boxes or tins. It all depends. It's down to your personal preference in which you want to buy and spend your money on, because that is thing. But what about TCG Player? Well, TCG Player have released an article recently about what the best sealed products are to pick up in 2024. Let's see what they say, because this will be a really interesting one. All right, TCG Player, what have you got for me? It says here the best sealed Pokemon products to pick up in 2024. Interesting. It'd be really, I'm intrigued to see what they're going to say, and I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Let's get into it. So, first off, we have the 151 binder collection. Now, I think anything 151 is actually pretty good. Like, the majority of things from 151 is pretty good. Of course, I do feel like there are better options than, like, if you just pick any of the products in the 151 range. But they're going with the 151 binder collection at the start. I don't know if they're going to cover any other 151, but we'll get into it. So we can look at the price graph with this. We've seen it kind of pretty much stayed stable since its release. Yeah, you do get 4 packs inside, and of course the binder. It is quite a pricey way of getting 151. These packs are not cheap. It is a pretty cool product. I don't know. Let's see what they have to say. They say, without a doubt, 151 is the best Pokemon set we've seen in years. Of course, it covers all the original 151 Pokemon with some really cool artwork. And it gives you an example of the Charizard here. Charizard has been holding somewhat of a good value over the past few months, but it's slowly dropping, and I would expect it to go down a little bit more, but it is holding pretty well. It says you can't go wrong with any of the products from Scarlet 151. If you're just starting your journey to catch them all, we recommend the binder collection. For me, I kind of feel like this is kind of a weaker product in the range of 151. But there we go. Okay, 151 premium collection box. This is an interesting one because this was a product which I said at the start, before it got released actually, that it's not worth to pick up at retail. And I still believe that. I still don't think it's very good to pick it up for 130. Now, if you pre-ordered it at the Pokemon Center website and you got the Squirrel promo, it was by far worth it. That Squirrel promo is worth nearly as much as the UPC itself. Therefore, very, very good deal. Is fair play. But you get 16 packs in here, which is okay. 16 151, you get all the accessories as well. The promos are not valuable, really. They're actually less, and they're actually cheaper and less than the Charizard ones from the Charizard UPC. It's interesting. There is a ton less product around. You can still pick up on the Pokemon Center website, at least here in the UK you can. And you can basically pick up anywhere for less than 130. So let's take a look at the price. We're looking at 110. There you go, even on TCG Player. We go back to when it first dropped. We can see it about 155. Then it went back to 157. And then it dipped to below 100. And then it's trickled slowly up since. So it did actually drop below 100. That's probably the best time to buy it back then. We're looking at it going up ever so slightly. I still think that for 110 is probably not too bad, but for 130, probably not worth it. Regardless though, if you're going for the long term, this is still a good product. Anything premium, I always say, is key. And I really like UPCs, from the Charizard one to the 151 to the Arceus. If you're going for long term, of course, the Pokemon Celebrations UPC is like a really great one to get. Then, since its release in the past like year and a half, 2 years, it hasn't moved at all. In fact, I think it's actually been going down. So that's one thing you've got to look out for. Then they talk about Temporal Forces. Okay, so Temporal Forces, I did a video recently on the pull rates of this. It is super difficult to get the hits of this. And this has been like less availability, printed less as it were. This is going to have a huge impact on this set, and I do feel like this is probably one of the better sets to invest in the long term. Let's take a look at the price of this. We're looking around about $100. Makes sense, right? To be fair, it's the same as all the other Scarlet and Violet boxes. A lot of them drop, some of them are even like $90. So yeah, Temporal Forces will probably follow suit because there's a lot of it. So it is going to be a really good set. Of course, you've got the A-Spec cards, which is going to help. There's a lot of playable cards. Apparently it's got a really, really strong like set of cards. It's really good for the TCG, which is great. They'll help boost up the prices a lot and the value of a lot of these cards and demand for this set even more. But yeah, there is a lot of the sets around at the moment, of course, because they print a lot anyway in the Scarlet and Violet era, but there is less than previous sets. So for the future, it might run out quicker than some of the others. So to be fair, I somewhat agree with this one. Okay, Paldean Fates ETB. Paldean Fates, hey, I really like this set. I think the ETB is very good. I think the Pokemon Center version is probably the best one to invest in, but the ETB is still very, very good. I have some in my collection that I've picked up. I have some of the Pokemon Center ones, and I do have a couple of the normal ones. I really rate holiday sets as a whole. I mean, of course, there's been really bad ones like Pokemon Go, but they are usually pretty good. Crown Zenith is really good. Paldean Fates is good. 151 is good. Hidden Fates is very good. Champion's Path is kind of a bit hit and miss. So, you know, it is what it is, right? Look at the price of this. It is quite cheap to pick up a Paldean Fates ETB. We go back over the last 6 months, and it's near enough the cheapest it's been pretty much since its release. So this is still a great product to pick up on the cheap. I rate it. I do really rate it. So they say here, you know, Paldean Fates is the first special Pokemon set of 2024, which is cool. Can't get in booster boxes, so it's only ETBs, which make it more, you know, better demand. It all depends on the print run of this. If this gets printed to the ground like Shining Fates, this set might struggle. But of course, we've got the big Charizard. Beautiful card, never pulled it. You know, you're looking at around over $100 for this card, which is actually pretty good. So we've got a nice, really good chase card along with the Mew as well. Okay, now they got here the sticker collection. I'm not too sure. These are basically like the triple pack blisters, but they're like stickers, which I believe is the first, maybe the first time they've done it. I don't really rate these personally. Same with triple pack blisters. I don't tend to suggest going for them. Of course, they're a much cheaper option. So if you haven't got a lot of money to spend and you do want to like invest, so to speak, in certain product, then triple pack blisters are fine, and these would be fine as well if you can't even afford like an ETB, which is fair enough. You know, I've had some months where I was like, you know what, I want to grab some bits, I want to get stuff cheap, and I tend to go for booster bundles, because booster bundles are actually a pretty good way of getting, you know, of investing, but also going into, you know, certain sets that don't have booster boxes. So stuff like Paldean Fates is a good one. But the sticker collection, interesting choice. Personally, I wouldn't choose them, but you know, as a lower price point, not bad. Crown Zenith ETB, yeah, this one I definitely agree with. Crown Zenith is a fantastic set. Heavily printed though, that's one thing. If we look at the price of this, it has stayed pretty stable for a while. If we go back 6 months, we can see at one point it was quite high, then it got like another wave, and then since then it stayed around about that $40 mark for the longest time. It's been out for over a year now. Even over here in the UK, you can pick up Crown Zenith quite cheap in a ton of different places. Yeah, Crown Zenith, fantastic set, amazing, but the price is, you know, stable but quite low. Then Paldea Evolved booster box. Now, I've been saying it time and time again that I think Paldea Evolved, in my opinion, is the best Scarlet and Violet era set outside 151, and I do believe it. I think it is a great set. It's got some fantastic cards. It's got tough pull rates. I believe it was printed slightly less than some of the others, or at least less than Scarlet and Violet base, but this set is really good fun, and I think it will do incredibly well. And you know, maybe they're thinking the same, and the value of the booster boxes are starting to tick up, which is quite interesting. So it was around $90 or $92 you could pick some up, and now it is above $100 trended. So look at this, it has actually jumped quite a bit. So yeah, interesting to see where Paldea Evolved will go. It hasn't been out that long, it's not even been a year yet, so it'd be really interesting to see how far Paldea Evolved will go, but so far not too bad. Arceus VSTAR Ultra Premium Collection Box. Again, another Premium Collection Box. This is what I'm talking about. UPCs, I think they're very good. I actually mentioned this in a video not too long ago that I think this is a great product to pick up, just because it is cheap. I do believe it is really cheap for what you get. You get 15 packs, you get some really cool promos. It's a gorgeous looking box. Let's take a look at it. So it has been actually going up in price. We go back over the last 6 months, and this thing has been climbing for $100. Now grow 30% in 6 months. That's a pretty good one. I mean, I have one myself. It is amazing. I still think that, again, any ultra premium, even the Charizard one, is good to get hold of. I mean, some of them are even better than others to open, especially the Charizard one. But I think these are great products to add into your collection. Plus, also the box of this looks fantastic. It's so cool. Love the design. I wouldn't open it myself, but to have sealed, it's a really cool one. Then we've got the Paldea Adventure Chest. This is quite an interesting one because it's unusual. It's unique. Now, I always say unique products are pretty good. You know, when we had the celebrations, you had the Pikachu figure one and stuff like that. I like those type of products. I think they're pretty cool. And this one is pretty cool. This is quite a recent one with the Paldea Adventure Chest. Let's take a look at the price of this one. So it has dropped since its release, around $50 now, dropped down to around that $36. It does contain a really cool promo, which I do really like. I think that's such a cool looking promo. It comes with 6 booster packs. I haven't opened it up myself, so I don't really know much about it. But I did see people open it, which it looked quite cool. It looked quite unique, and I think to have this sealed would be quite cool. I mean, it's a very cool box. It is very cool, and it comes with a really nice promo as well. which I do really like. So yeah, this could be a good one. I don't really know the price of this one. So the price of this Pikachu, you're looking around about $13-14. So, you know, you're paying about $20 for 6 booster packs. That's not too bad, actually. It does come with a few promo cards as well. So yeah, this is actually quite a good one. If you're going for like a cheaper option, this could be a really cool, unique product to pick up. So there you have it, guys. That's what TCG Player thinks are great to pick up this year so far in 2024. I would say most of these are very good. A lot of them being similar to what I've been saying, whether it be the Ultra Premium Collection boxes, the Arceus or the 151, or even Charizard, are still very good pickups. Crown Zenith, Paldean Fates, amazing. Temporal Forces, I think that Temporal Forces, so far, top 3 so far in Scarlet and Violet. I think 151's definitely top dog, and I think at the moment it'd be between Temporal Forces and Paldea Evolved, kind of find it out for the second spot. I think with the pull rates and with less of it being printed, Temporal Forces has kind of a bit of a perfect storm going on where it could do really, really well, which would be quite interesting. Special illustration rares, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how well that will perform. And then you got the lower tier stuff. You know, you got stuff like the Paldea Adventure Chest. Very unique. I haven't really talked about it much. I think it could be a good one. You know, you got a really cool promo in there as well. It's quite nice. It's a nice little collection piece, and it's cheap, so not too bad. Triple pack blisters or the sticker collection packs, I don't rate them that much. I think the booster bundles are probably better. Like Paldea Evolved booster bundles would probably be a better option than those triple pack blisters. But overall, I do think they're pretty good. Of course, Paldea Evolved booster box, again, like Temporal Forces, I think Paldea Evolved is going to do very, very well in the future for the Scarlet and Violet era. But overall, I rate it. You know, I do rate it. I'm interested that they didn't include like the Pokemon 151 ETB, because I think that's a fantastic one to get rather than the binder collection. But still, is a pretty good list actually from TCG Player, I must admit. If you made this far into the video, guys, and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe for more Pokemon content. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments on this article. Do you agree with some of their picks? Do you disagree? Is there some that you would want to add in as well to the list of things to pick up in 2024? It's quite interesting what they have to say, and I would love to hear what you guys think as well. And if you want to know what great products that I've suggested to pick up, then make sure to click the video on the screen right now. And if you want more Pokemon content, guys, you know what to do. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, that's it for me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, you guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.